Welcome to my guide on sighting German firearms in Post Scriptum. This is a continuation of my sighting videos for PS, so check the playlist for more. Timestamps by weapon, as well as the script, is in the description for easy reference. Sighting firearms in Post Scriptum is in short a difficult task to accomplish, and there's not much frame of reference for how this should be done. It's critical to have accurate fire in Post Scriptum, as inaccurate fire can give away your position and put your section at risk. This guide is focused on sighting German firearms at 100 to 200 meter ranges, the range where most of your engagements with the enemy occur. The exception to this is the scoped 98K and the G42 and 34, which generally are effective at greater ranges. I recommend that you go into the training section on the main menu of Post Scriptum and enter the firing range to warm up. So without any further ado, we'll begin with the main bolt-action rifle of the Wehrmacht, the K98K. The K98K is sighted with the iron sight middle pin or either vertical edge of the iron sight post, this being the rectangular looking feature surrounding the middle pin. The K98K is effective out to 500 meters, but most accurate between 100 to 300 meters. At 100 meters, the outer edge of the front iron sight post should line up almost exactly with a standing soldier. At 200 meters, the middle pin on the iron sight will line up closely with a standing soldier. The K98K with ZF39 scope is effective out to 1,000 meters. For the purpose of Post Scriptum, it's most accurate out to 500 meters. At 50 meters, the vertical bar of the cross-heir lines up with the height of a soldier. At 100 meters, a soldier is about half the height of the vertical crosshair. At 200 meters, a soldier is roughly 1/3 the height of the vertical crosshair. And at 400 meters, a soldier is about 1/6 the height of a vertical crosshair. At 500, 1/7 the height of the vertical crosshair. The G41 and G43 are unique in that they afford three different means of sighting accurate ranges. At 100 meters, a standing soldier fits neatly between the base of the middle pin and the top of the semicircle sight. Additionally, at 100 meters, either side of the edges of the front iron sight post will be twice the height of a soldier. At 200 meters, a soldier fits within the middle pin or half the height of the semicircular part of the sight. Sighting the K98K with grenade launcher can be done in the same way as with the K98K with iron sights. At 25 meters, aim the middle pin at the feet of the enemy or group of enemies for accurate fire. At 50 meters and beyond, this changes to aiming the top of the grenade at the feet of the enemy rather than the iron sights. Next up is the Sturmgewehr 44, which can be sighted in the same way that the G41 and 43 are sighted. At 100 meters, a standing soldier fits neatly between the base of the middle pin and the top of the semicircle sight. Additionally, at 100 meters, either side of the edges of the front iron sight post will be twice the height of a soldier. At 200 meters, a soldier fits within the middle pin, or half the height, of the semicircular part of the sight. The G42 is effective out to 2,000 meters, but for the purpose of the game engagements, will not go beyond much more than 500 meters. The G42 is sighted with the sides of the front iron sight post and the middle pin. At 100 meters, either edge of the rear sight will line up with the shoulders of a standing soldier. At 200 meters, the middle pin will line up with a standing soldier, and the edges of the rear sight will be twice the height of a soldier. And at 400 meters, a soldier is roughly half the height of the middle pin. The G34 is effective out to 2,000 meters, but in PS generally not greater than 500 meters. It differs from the G42 in that it has a lower firing rate and has a semi-auto firing option, affording the soldier better concealment and more active fire before resupply. The G34 is sighted using the far right edge of the rear iron sight and the middle pin. At 100 meters, a soldier lines up with the far right edge of the rear iron sight. And at 200 meters, a soldier lines up with the middle pin. At 400 meters, a soldier is roughly half the height of the middle pin. The G26T has a minimum zeroing range of 200 meters. For this reason, you'll have to aim slightly lower when firing under 200 meters. At 100 meters, the left side of the rear iron sight post will line up roughly with the height of a soldier. At 200 meters, the middle pin, measured from its base, will line up with a soldier. And at 400 meters, the middle pin, measured from the flat base of the iron sight, will line up with the height of a soldier. The MP-34 is a submachine gun effective out to 150 to 200 meters, with automatic fire being effective under 100 meters and semi-auto from 100 to 200 meters. At 50 meters, the middle pin is roughly half the height of a soldier, with the open-top side pins reaching up to the shoulders. At 100 meters, the middle pin lines up almost exactly with a standing soldier. And at 200 meters, a standing soldier is roughly half the height of the middle pin. The MP-40 is a submachine gun effective between 100 to 200 meters. As it is an automatic submachine gun with no ability to zero the sights, firing at ranges beyond 100 meters should be accomplished by aiming high and with one tap of the mouse for single rounds. At 50 meters, a soldier lines up exactly with either side of the rear iron sight. And at 100 meters, a soldier's shoulders line up roughly with the top dark rectangle of the rear iron sight. Finally, at 200 meters, a soldier lines up almost exactly with the middle pin. This concludes the German portion of my firearm sighting guides for Post Scriptum. This is the first part of a series on sighting, with all the armies to be covered in future videos. I'll also be following up with a video on general tips for determining range. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting the channel by subscribing and hitting the bell icon for future updates. Thanks and take care.